it is. There you are. Welcome to Start You Up. Yes, 45 minutes. We're going to re-energize our bodies, reinvigorate our minds, reconnect with our souls. And it's gentle, it's effective. You'll feel just delightful. So welcome, welcome. I want you to take a moment to come in, to just breathe. Very good. Just that easy coming into your body. Rotate our shoulders to just feel where we are. You know, it's so easy to be caught up in this crazy world of ours. And I'm just kind of inviting you to be present, be aware, give yourselves a great big hug. A little rotation, easy rotation around your body. And start being aware of your feet, the foundation, kind of up your legs into your core. And as we open up the chest, we lengthen our spine, we lengthen our neck so that we can breathe through and up. It's a windy morning here in the Pacific Northwest, where I live most of my life, or at least have the last couple decades. And I want you to just take that deep breath. Just feel it coming right up through your toes. And then let's do a couple more. I want you to inhale all that goodness, that fresh air. And exhale anything that's bothering you, anything in your brain, anything that's on your mind or your heart. Bring it once more up. And release, 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 release. Beautiful. Now we're going to do a little bit of energy zesting. And I call it energy zesting because we're calling in our energy, we're getting our cells, we're getting everything moving. And so let's go ahead and we're going to rotate just to one side and then the other. So we're rotating around the spine. Beautiful. Yes, I have my breathe shirt on this morning. So in case you forget, now I know that you won't forget to breathe because you're here and you're alive, but we want to take it with conscious awareness, conscious breathing. I know it sounds kind of funny. You'd think we were a little more versed in that. Now we're going to push away and push away. Feel that energy just move. Sometimes I kind of like to, when I have a thought that's not positive or something that's funky in my mind, I kind of like to do this. Move away. Sometimes with people too, right? Just move away. Just move away. It's a lovely, it's a movement from the Eastern world. So many of these things, Tai Chi, Qigong, it's all energy work. But I'm just pushing away. So you're going to kind of use this with your mind. This is kind of a cool thing for this week, right? Just push it away. Yeah. Now we're going to take our energy across our midsection, through the body, while we're breathing. Excuse me. Just releasing it, flowing with it, and start feeling your foundation. Feel your feet, ground underneath them, your legs, kind of activate that lower body, right? Activate it, tuck it. And then we're going to go ahead and crisscross. So you're going to be using your core to pull across. Beautiful. Doesn't that feel lovely? Now we're going to take it right up. Put it together really on the crown of your head, the chakra right there. And we're going to breathe. Once again, I want you to feel your feet. Squeeze that booty, activate that lower body. Dig your heels in a little bit. If you think about digging your heels in, it will activate your legs, those muscles. So when we stretch, we lengthen and strengthen our muscles. We add the breathing, we get the oxygen flowing through us just beautifully along with the blood flowing. All the things that make our humans function that we take it granted of, right? We just take it for granted that this marvelous little human is going to function all the time. Yes. So last night I had a beautiful breathwork session. I did an 1.5-hour breathwork session where I actually got the benefit of it. I do a lot of breathwork as the practitioner, and I want you to bring it right to your heart. Take a moment to fill in the love. Yeah, in and out. So normally I'm the one that's providing the session, and last night I had the lovely benefit of being a participant. And it was over an hour of beautiful meditation and breath work, and such a beautiful way to anchor in and to let go. And you sink a little bit deeper, much like, well, everyone does it, everyone does their thing their own way. I would never say there's a right or wrong way, but it's just another beautiful way to really get in deeper between your thoughts and the quiet between the breath. And it was just absolutely lovely. And I've had a pretty crazy week. I've been doing a lot of extra work in a couple of different avenues by choice, and absolutely enjoy it, but kind of easy tap, 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 tap. But it's been a lot on my plate. And of course, we always talk about energy and using our energy wisely and not giving it away. So I kind of had to readjust how I did other things. So I'm looking forward to next week. The end of the week, I have some beautiful quiet time, which I'm planning to curate some self-care along with some lovely things that are upcoming right here, just right there, that you will be seeing in the future. I think April is going to be an exciting month with finished products coming to you live. A lot of things that have been in the works, and then of course it all takes time to put the pieces together. Maybe thinking about your feet right now. Have you thought about your feet? Okay, now you're going to take a right thymus, sternum, whatever you want to call it. This is a great place to tap to get your white blood cells activated and really strong, feeling stronger. So if you're under the weather, feeling, whatever, less than perfect, even medium, this is a great way to just activate those cells to a happier state. Tapping activates our energy. It's another modality. And right here, that on the top rib, right there on the top rib. Yeah, right there. Another thing that you can do for tapping that I think is interesting, you can tap just on the edge of your hand. Something like that you can do when you're out in public if you feel funny doing the other parts. There's a variety of different ways, but it works just to do that too. Good way to activate your energy without having to jump around a lot. So put that in your toolkit, your energetic toolkit. That might be something I'm working on, your energetic toolkit. Stay tuned. Oh, I'm just so excited about the upcoming things that are happening. It's just so beautiful and delightful. I want you to take figure eights, infinity. I love that infinity move because it's flowing. There's the infinity. Actually, I think we'll do that today. We'll do the infinity breathing. There are so many different varieties of breath work to activate our systems, to calm or to activate more adrenaline, just a whole lot of ways to breathe differently for different results. And majority of us have what I call, your regular breathing, but rotate around. Most of the universe, as we know it, breathes in the top third of their lungs. It's a very shallow breathing. So it doesn't really support your organs like it needs to. Palms towards your body. And now we're going to do those, I call them gorilla arms. kind of loosen it. Yeah, loosen it up. Feel those hips open up. And it's just kind of, this is a really great thing to do to activate you. It's a good thing that, these little things, if you have kids, oh my gosh, if you get them doing these things that are really for their energetic, it will make their systems function so much better. I highly encourage it. Movement is so important. And children do it so well. They haven't been told to, no, that's not true. Sit still. Mind your manners. Eat. Take a deep breath. We're going to pull our energy up from our feet. But definitely, or just getting them dance parties for your kids. Oh my gosh, that is so wonderful. But you know what? How about dance parties for you? I have dance parties. I do. It's so much fun. And it's just, yeah. Now I want you to take a deep breath. We're going to pull our energy right through. Just feel it flow. It's just flowing. It's flowing. It's flowing. It's flowing. And then we're just going to anchor in that beautiful, And now we get a shimmy. Got to dance through our world. Got to dance. And if you don't have time to do it all, just do the shimmy. You'll feel better. I guarantee you will feel so much better. So just walk through it right now. Yeah, low back, core, and you're just walking through it. Feeling good. Take those shoulders. Now remember, in order to get the shoulders out of the ears, what do? We take our shoulder blades, we drop, and we squeeze, right? That's how we activate opening the chest, dropping the shoulders. So drop those shoulder blades and squeeze them together. Got it? Drop that head, easy. Easy, easy. Feel your feet, feel that foundation. Excellent. Now we're going to keep breathing and we're going to just take it to the back gently, opening it up, releasing that neck. Mine always sounds like snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies. Breaking up those crunchies. Now I want you to take left hand, palm out, right one up. You're going to just gently, ever so gently, you're going to take your head and you're going to take it to the right and forward. You want to open up the neck all the way down into the shoulder blade. Nice and easy. Adjust so that you're getting the full opening. That oxygen feels just beautiful working through that. Like just now feel that energy as we switch sides and just tilt it over. So this week I want to talk about consumption. And so when I talk about consumption, what you consume I'm not talking about food. However, that is one essential part. Release. Now go ahead and bring your hands behind your neck, clasp them. You're going to open up, take a deep breath, and you're going to drop your head as you bring your elbows together. Opening up dropping the neck, opening up the upper back through the shoulder blades. Breathing with it. Open. Push it out. clasp your hands together, and I want you to push forward. And then we're going to scoop. You want to pull those shoulder blades out, and you want to pull your belly button to your spine. Relax that neck. Beautiful. So consumption. I was seeing an interview. I wish I could remember who it was with. I'm sorry. Little details like that sometimes kind of go like past my brain. But anyway, the premise was, and I love this, there's so much chaos and conversation occurring in the world at this point in time. And the premise was, be aware, but do not stare. Be aware of what is happening, but do not go down the rabbit hole. I don't care what you think about what. I'm not sitting here having anybody judgment or opinion. I'm simply saying, be aware, but do not stare. And I think that is so important. Bring it up. Now I want you to take it a little bit higher and back a little bit. Yes, you want to elongate that stretch. Oh, feel that spine expand. Feel the oxygen between the vertebra. So what I was saying about consumption, there is so much chaos and toxicity available to us in a moment's notice. Push it through, clasp behind. Now I want you to push your hands straight down, and I want you to do that shoulder blade thing again, right? Drop them and squeeze them. But it's all about consumption. How much water do you have? Water is the conduit for our energy. What kind of food are you eating? And I'm not I mean, I had a really good oatmeal raisin cookie the other day, honey. I'm just telling you. But nourish yourself and do it with enjoyment. But also be aware. Just don't be crazy. And that's really not where it stops. There's two important factors that we like to ignore. So push it down a little bit further. One is the words we use to ourselves. We would never talk to other people the way we talk to ourselves. If you listen to that, she sounds like, I know I heard this a long time ago from someone, she sounds like the drunk girlfriend. Anyway, the words we use to ourselves, words are so powerful, and our cells are listening all the time, right? We're energy, we're alive. Our cells are listening all the time. We're going to go right from this stretch down into the reverse prayer. So you just want to put your fingertips together, and wherever it goes, then you want to what? Drop it and squeeze it. Perfect. So it's what we are consuming. What are you consuming on social media? What is your environment? What kind of toxicity or drama are you allowing to occur in your world? Because I tell you, there's so much of it out there right now. There's so much swirling. I hear it all the time. And staying out of that chatter, and I mean all the consumption, the people you know that toxic person at work that you just really don't want to be around? What about in your closer inner circle? Are there people that can't do anything but talk about themselves? Or that always have to be right? I mean, there's just some toxic people. And hey, let them do them, because that's fine. But let's take that moment. Now I want you to shake and bake. We're going to take one up, one down, and we're going to connect in the middle. Oh, so good. Range of motion. I promise you that as you continue to do this, that you will get somewhere. Your fingertips will connect one day. But you just have, stretching is not a one and done. Stretching is something we need to do every single day. But this week, I really want you to look at your overall consumption. What could you cancel? What emails do you get that you could unsubscribe to? And I think last week I said to you, don't pick up that phone when you wake up. I have seen one of my closest girlfriends and my sister, I'll just tell you, when we travel together, they got that phone going. They're not even out of bed. They got that phone going. They got that phone going. They got that phone going all the time. Disconnect from it. Yeah. Because if you can have a few minutes in your morning that are just yummy and delicious and calm and peaceful, and you move into your day with ease and grace, it is just delightful. And it really sets, I always talk about intention and attention, right? It sets the intention to move forward. As I said last week, we are going to work through whatever we have to work through. But if we have an intention and we work from the inside out, instead of letting the outside dictate to us, then we're not as reactionary. Because when we react, if we spend the entire day, think about it, if we spend the entire day, push that energy away. Let's clean it up. Okay. So think about it. We spend the entire day reacting. We are like wound tight. Our energy is tight. We're not breathing. We have all this tension. And all we end up doing is landing that in our bodies. And then our bodies aren't feeling well. And guess what? The circle just keeps going, keeps spiraling. So if you can take a look at your consumption this week, take a piece of paper, write it down. How many hours? I mean, I think your phone tells you how many hours you're on it. And I can tell, you know, I use my phone a lot. I use it for my business. I use it for all my videos. I do a lot of content creation on it. So I really do use it a lot. But take a look at what you're using it for. This is a great thing to do against a wall. And you can really work on your range of motion and see how, you know, you're going to really feel where it is and isn't working. A lot of clients have a lot of shoulder issues. And even I, this side of mine, I've been working on for probably the last 3 or 4 years to get that opened up. So that's that. So I want you to take a deep breath, and we're going to just go into that squat. And then sit down, open it up, see where you're at today. So anyway, yes. Take note of your consumption, all of your consumption. Take a look at it. Where can you change your consumption? Where can you turn off your phone? Turn off the chatter. And remember, this week, be aware, but do not stare. I find that fascinating. A really easy way to think about it. Now I want you to just extend through your knees, straightening your legs, tilt through. Now I want you to put your weight on the outside of your feet, and you're pushing through, and you are going to release that low back, and also as you extend those legs, they're going to kick in your hamstrings, those lovely muscles that run behind your, oh, you can just take a moment and feel them. Yep. Dropping your head down. Now you can allow the gravity to take you down further. So that'll give you more stretch in your hamstring. And if you're not comfortable with that, feel free to keep your elbows on your thighs, and you can still work through, you know, you're letting those muscles release slowly. Breathe into them. Put your focus right where energy flows, where your attention goes. So your attention is on your hamstrings. And you're just allowing that to open up, open up, open up. Dropping your head. And feeling that oxygen go along your spine. You're going to take your right leg out, and you're going to pull your hips back, and what we want to do is activate your inner thigh, your adductor. So you want to sit back, pushing the energy into the heel of your left foot. You're going to push back, activate your core, lengthen your neck, and smile. Right, so you just want to sit back into it to really feel that inner thigh. And then we're going to switch sides. Right, push back, push back, push back. Feel that left side anchoring, activating your right heel. Beautiful. Then I want you to go to your knees, and we're going to go ahead and take our right foot, and we're going to bring it out, and then we're going to, once again, pull back on that right side. You're opening up that entire hip joint, and feel into it. You don't want to be forward, and you don't want to be sideways. You want to be square, and then just feel as you push that foot down, and you lower the body, you're opening up that side. Once again, keep that oxygen flowing, core is engaged. Yes. So you've got your foot firmly, you're putting your weight to the outside of your foot and to the heel where you're pushing the energy to activate that right leg. You want to take that out, bring that neutral, square off again, and then you want to bring the left forward, right? No left. Sit back. Yes. Activate through the heel, opening up that left hip. I tell you, the birds are having a conversation out there this morning. They're just like, everyone's out there just chatting away. I still love my garden, all my little critters. I have lots of little critters out there. Inhale up. So we're going to take our right arm under, and I want you to look at your fingertips. Feel the rotation in your spine. And then you're going to bring it through, and we're going to look up, opening up your hand. Feel that energy open up. Your core is engaged. Say hi. That's going to come down. I want you to square off again. Take a deep breath. Left goes under. Look at your palm up. It feels so good. Take it up. Follow your fingers. Open up your energy. Take a look. Activate your core. And back down. Since we're here, let's go ahead and sit back into a child's pose. Make it comfortable for you. You may want to open all the way up. That way you can really feel the stretch between your shoulder blades. You're opening your hips. If you're not comfortable here, feel free to nestle on your hands. Great choices. Okay, beautifully done. I want you to sit tall, stretch your legs out, and see that where I did that, I want you to sit up. So kind of sit on your off your coccyx bone. Just feel those little heels. And flex your feet back towards you. Lengthen your spine and just drop forward. If you listen to your hip flexors or hamstrings, maybe even a little in your IT bands, working around the legs. Now you may feel confident that you can touch your toes. You know what? You may be right here, and that is perfectly fine. What do I always say? Meet your body where it's at. And as a matter of fact, I think that's a really good idea, is to meet other people where they're at and just realize that that's just where they're at. Yep, not our job to change them, fix them, or do anything with them. Yes, feel it all the way from that low back. And the reason I flex my feet shortens your lever, right? You can point them, you're going to get it, you feel that in your shin, but you're not going to get as much in the back of the leg. So by shortening your lever, get more stretch in the hamstring. And your attention should be all through those hips, that low back, down the back of your legs. Yes, yes, yes. Come on up. Take a deep breath. I got a fuzz bunny. Wonder what that was. Oh, well, who knows? And we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our right arm up. And I want you to lengthen it, and then you're going to take it over. You can do whatever you want with your legs at this point. But I don't want it so much here. I want you to work through, feel your back, feel it into your back, into your shoulder blade, and then just kind of drop it. And breathe into that. Inhale. And the other side, go ahead. Remember, we don't want to be forward, we want to be full range of motion. It's fine. And if your shoulder has got a problem and you're here, that's fine. What you want to think about is the more that you do it as you begin to open up. It may take some time and some focus, certainly some good oxygen, but it will, over time, it will certainly open up. Yeah, that's the funny thing about these bodies. They don't end up challenged in a minute. It's a series of things that happen to make those things. So I want you to go ahead and, to the side, right there. Take it back. Anchor your feet. I want you to feel your hips like connected to the floor. I want you to lengthen your spine. Open up your neck. Open up your neck. And I just want you to breathe for a moment. And I want you to soften the upper torso. Now go ahead and put the soles of your feet together, making a butterfly. Your arms are going to come up, and you can either leave them shoulder width apart, or you can do the hand clasp and lengthen that spine. Just lengthen your spine. But I want you to feel the oxygen coming up the base of the spine, going all the way through it, up and out the top of your head. Just feel it moving through your body. Yes. And actually close your eyes and feel your spine lengthen. And actually maybe throw a color at, maybe it's, maybe you've got blue breath today or gold breath or something, but feel it kind of so that your spine's lengthening and all that oxygen is just making everything more fluid, more flexible. Bring your arms up. Just open them out. Knees are together. Take a nice deep breath. Feet hip width apart. We're going to put the right foot on the left knee. We're going to feel it all the way through as we open up. How is everyone doing? Do me a favor and leave comments. Let me know if there's areas that you want to stretch, certain things you want to work on, what you want to focus on, how you feel about these start you ups, what you like best, what you would like to see added. And please do put it in the comments after the bottom. I can't answer live comments because I'm over here. And I would like to respond to you. So take some time to play around in the library. Click on a couple of the shorts and do your body, your human a favor. You're just feeling that open up ever so elegantly, just lightly. How about the other side? Nice deep breath. Just open it up. Yes, 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 yes. How's that feeling? And you're still feeling that lengthening of your spine. This is really good to do, just even if you're just gotten in bed, is to spend that moment, or when you wake up, to just feel the oxygen going through your spine and just kind of get that relaxed, calm breathing, just up and down, and it will really just neutralize the, as I call them, the crunchities in your body. Go ahead and extend both legs, and I want you to bring your right knee to your chest. and give that a nice stretch. And you want to think about your left leg being nice and long. Feel it all the way long. And if you point your toes and squeeze your butt, you're going to activate your leg, the muscles in the left leg, while we stretch on the right. It's a 2 for 1. Okay, I want you to take the knee across the body to the left, but you're going to look at your right hand. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it from your booty all the way, oh yes, through your butt, all the way up underneath your shoulder blade. Go ahead and bring it neutral. Stretch it. You're going to feel that hamstring again. Bring it towards your body and just relax into it. Don't ever bounce or do anything that, my hamstrings are notoriously tight, so I always do everything I can to loosen and breathe into them, not to torment them. As they, it's interesting. Walking and sitting both affect your hamstrings, but considering that that's what we spend most of our time doing, take a deep breath. And I want you to go ahead and you're going to put your left hand down on the floor. You're going to look at your left hand, but you're going to bring your right leg out. So you're going to not only have the hamstring activated, but you're going to feel the inner thigh as well as your quad. Little hip flexor in there. Come neutral, bend it, give it a nice big hug, and now switch sides. Take a deep breath, bringing that left side in. You're opening up your hips, feeling your hip flexor. Now remember, if you point the toes on the right leg, you're going to activate those muscles. Deep breath. You're going to take your knee to the right, your head looking to the left, and you want to stretch through. Oh, that's so good for your spine, your booty, up into your shoulder. Beautiful. Bring it back. Extend it. Remember, gentle, gentle, gentle. Be gentle. You know what? That's another thought for this week. Be gentle to yourself. Be gentle. Go ahead, right hand down. Take your leg to the left, to the right. Beautiful. Breathe into it. Bring it back. Give it a nice big hug. And think about relaxing that upper torso. Feeling that oxygen going up and down that spine. Now go ahead, bring both knees together. And a nice, easy, just lower back. Release, relax. Circles, whatever. Deep breath. Come on up. And we're going to take a second here to make a nice diamond. And with that, I want you to inhale. Think about pulling so that you're taller and lengthen the spine and just open up. So you're just moving forward a small amount. So this week, consumption. Take some time to be aware of what you're consuming on every aspect. How much how much your entire environment that you have allowed, everything from your subconscious conversations to your interactions with your social media, with your telephone, um, your streaming, your scrolling, your food, your water, your time in nature, your movement. Look at what you're consuming. And look at how often you're reacting, like things are coming at you and you're reacting, as opposed to you having an intention and pushing it out, right? From the inside out, yeah, life still can happen. The journey's going to be there, but it's the manner in which you approach it. And then you're in a space that you can choose how you're going to react instead of having it come at you so fast that you're really just operating off of some habits you're used to. Speaking from experience, many years of that, can you feel as we move forward and we drop? Yes, it's dropping. We're opening up those IT bands also, right along from your hip all the way to your knees. Those little culprits often affect how our lower back feels. Yeah, a lot of back tension comes from that. Okay, now go ahead and I want you to sit comfortably, however that might be for you this morning. Actually, I'm going to straighten my leg up. And we're going to do infinity breathing. Not sure if we've done this before or not. So infinity being, you can just think of it as the figure 8. But oftentimes, for some reason in our world, we think that we just breathe from the front, right? I don't know, we just breathe. Same thing with your core, we think it's just the front. Well, it's all the way around. So by doing the infinity breathing, what I want you to think of, we're going to close our eyes to get the visual, but I want you to think of it, a figure 8 coming from your belly button, kind of like the sacral chakra, where the real power is. Think of it just kind of coming out, and then it goes through and makes the other part of the figure 8. So the figure 8 here and the figure 8 there. So that it's never, your breath is never not. And then as we do it, we're going to see if we can expand our energy field and our breath field. So I find that I need to get the visual of that flowing front and back in a figure 8. So go ahead and close your eyes. This will be a fun thing to do. Take it as something enjoyable, something new. So go ahead and close your eyes if you're comfortable. Drop and squeeze those shoulder blades. Lengthen that neck so you get that oxygen flowing. But think of the air coming. So we're going to inhale up and then exhale. We're going to inhale and we're going to exhale. So figure 8 is going front and back through your belly button. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale and exhale. And feel that figure 8 infinity. And just do it on your own. And just slowly take a couple more sequences. Come back to your breath pattern. And slowly open up your eyes. And rotate those shoulders. Just feeling nice and calm in your body. Remember to think about your consumption this week. Think about living from the inside out, from intention. Give yourselves a great big hug. Know that you are loved and you're exactly where you're supposed to be in your journey. Thank you for sharing with me. I am Jina Bieland, the co-founder. No, I'm the creator and the founder, and the Chief Energy Officer. We're all things about flexibility, balance, and strength for your mind, your body, and your soul. Thank you for joining me for Start You Up. If you liked it, please click the like, and if you want to be a part of this beautiful community, please do subscribe. If you put the notifications on, then you'll know when I'm going live or when I've uploaded new things to the library. Please take time, share all of this wonderful things for your body. What did I say the other week that I thought was pretty good? Movement of any kind is good for your mind. So it's really affecting all of those wonderful things. Please look at your consumption and remember to be aware but don't stare. Have a super week. And until next time we're together, what do we say? Be flexible. Ciao.